Hey guys, today we're going to be reading this book, Otis, by Lauren Long. Now, I got to hear this author read the book live, I don't know, my first or second year teaching. And I love this book because I love this guy right here. His name is Otis, and he is the main character in this book. That means that most of the book is about him. So, this is the author. Do you see any illustrator? So we talked about that yesterday. If we don't see an illustrator listed, then what has most likely happened? He is the author and the illustrator of this book. Okay, so as we read, watch and realize how talented he is. It takes so much to do the words and the pictures, but it's well worth it if you can. Otis. There once was a friendly little tractor. His name was Otis, and every day Otis and his farmer worked together, taking care of the farm they called home. Otis liked his work. But after working hard all day, Otis was ready to unwind and play. He would ride through the rolling hills and skirt mud ponds down by the corn. He would leapfrog bales of hay and explode through the haystacks. On occasion, he would chase a rabbit or play ring around the rosy with the ducks, and to the sound of a steady puff, puff, puffity chuff. And sometimes, at the end of the day, he would just sit under the apple tree and watch the farm below. Every night, tired but happy, Otis would puff into the little stall in the barn that was all his. One night, Otis was fast asleep. The farmer brought a beautiful baby calf into the barn. The calf bawled and bawled for her mother, but when the sleepy sound of a soft puff, putterty chuff came from the next stall, the scared little calf stopped bawling and drifted off to sleep. From that day on, the calf started following the little tractor wherever he went. Puff, puff, putterty chuff. She followed him over the rolling hills and down by the mud pond. She was right behind him, leapfrogging bales of hay. And the calf made their game of ring around the rosy all the better. Sometimes at the end of the day, the two of them would just sit together under the apple tree and watch the farm below. Otis loved his little calf, and the little calf loved Otis. Then one day, the farmer surprised everyone with a brand new tractor. "Time to move out, Otis," the farmer said. He took Otis out of his little stall and in the barn that was all his and parked him behind the barn. Then he backed the big yellow tractor into the stall next to the little calf. But the little calf didn't like the big yellow tractor. He had a deep rumbling snore that shook the stall when he slept. There was no one to purr the little calf gently to sleep. No one to spend her days with. And Otis could not even see his farm. As the weeds began to cover the tires, his friend often sat with him, but she could not get him to play like the old days. It was early summer when the farmer discovered a poster. "Who has the prettiest calf in all the land? Judges will decide at the county fair and award the fanciest blue ribbon to the winner." The farmer knew the answer. He would show the little calf. But on the morning of the fair, the little calf was nowhere to be found. She had wandered down to the mud pond by the cornfield to cool off. When she waded into the muddy water, her feet sank. With every step, she sank deeper and deeper. The little calf was stuck in the mud. "Get the hands," the farmer shouted. When he saw her, all the farmhands came running with their ropes, but the more they tugged, the more stuck the calf got. "Get the big yellow tractor," the farmer shouted. "He can get her." But the big yellow tractor just scared the little calf. She sank in deeper and deeper. Nearby, farmers began to gather. "Then call the fire chief Douglas and the fire truck," the farmer shouted. "They can save our little calf." But the sight of the big red fire truck startled the little calf even deeper. The farmer was fit to be tied. If the farmhands and the big tractor and even the fire chief Douglas and his fire truck couldn't save the little calf, who could? Suddenly, the little calf's ears perked up. Over the hum of the growing crowd, there came a faint sound in the distance, a soft, rhythmic purr, put, putterty, chuff. The crowd turned and looked. The sound became louder, put, puff, putterty, chuff. And all at once, Otis puffed from around the barn, and he turned and headed straight towards the mud pond. Otis puffed down the rolling hill and putted right up next to the muddy water's edge. The calf heard her friend putting and purring and bawled. It was something like hello. Then, to the sound of his gentle chuff and the amazement of the people in the crowd, Otis slowly began to circle the pond. He circled and he circled, and the little calf turned and turned, never taking her eyes off her friend. With each ring Otis made around the mud pond, the muddy grip loosened until the calf was able to stumble out of the pond and on her own. The two friends had found each other again. Otis led the calf right down to the dusty road towards the village, and everyone threw flowers as they went, following them into town. It looked like a happy parade. No one needed a fancy blue ribbon to tell them that that calf was a special calf. Otis was a special tractor, and the two of them were special friends. From that day on, the farmer discovered that with Otis's puttering purr beside the chicken coop, the chickens laid more eggs. At milking time, with Otis's gentle chuff nearby, his cows produced more milk. On occasion, Otis even got to join the farmer and the big yellow tractor out in the fields. But often, at the end of the day, Otis would just sit with his friend under the apple tree and watch the farm below. What did you think of that book? What did you think was going to happen when the little calf got stuck? Do you remember? Did you think she was going to get stuck there forever? Or did you think maybe Otis was going to come to the rescue? You guys have a good day.